everyone, welcome. My name's Samantha and this little guy is a Nutter Bear, and today we're going to guide you through a seated practice that's focused on targeting your spine. In yoga we say a healthy spine is a healthy body, and it's really true. It's indicative of our longevity, our health. It impacts our nervous system, our state of being. It's our communication highway, so we want to do these movements to open up the space so that our brain can communicate to our body, our nervous system can regulate. So these are some of my favorite moves. It's going to be a short and sweet flow, so I hope you enjoy. We do have props with us today, so we have a pair of blocks with us. If you don't have any blocks at home, that's totally okay. You can use blankets or pillows. So go ahead and grab what you need, and when you're ready, let's come onto the mat and get started. So we find our comfortable seat. Let the hands rest gently on the knees, lifting up through the chest. And take those shoulders, curl them back. I invite you to close your eyes. We'll take just a few moments to scan our inner world, check in with how we're feeling. Notice any sensations that arise in our practice, in our bodies. Being mindful and aware of the thoughts that are coming in and out of our minds. I heard a beautiful expression the other day where it says we close our eyes to tune eyesight into insight, and that's exactly what we do in this practice. We close our eyes, we tune into our bodies, we allow the body to communicate, to express how it's feeling and what it needs. Take a deep breath in, and a big sigh out the mouth. Let's do that 2 more times. And you're at home, so go ahead and sigh as loud as you need to. When you're ready, breathe in through your nose, and a big sigh out the mouth. And just notice how that feels. When we breathe in, the body expands. When we breathe out, notice that softness in the body. Last time we breathe in together, and a really big exhale out the mouth. Settle. Bring your hands to prayer and start to rub those palms together. Take a moment to sense the heat and the energy that we're cultivating between our palms. Take a deep breath in and a long sigh out the mouth. Go ahead and gently rest your hands gently on your chest in front of your heart space. Bow your head. And take a moment to set an intention. Intentions are beautiful. They give our practice meaning and purpose. It's why we keep coming back to our practice. It keeps us steady. So when you're ready, take an inhale into your intention. And a big sigh out the mouth. We let it go. Gently bring your hands back to your knees. And we invite some movement through a gentle sway. Swaying the body from right to left. This is a beautiful somatic practice called swaying like bamboo. And so we envision the reed of bamboo swaying in the wind, taking note of our sit bones, the connection with the earth, and noticing that subtle shift as the body moves from right to left. You can allow the head to get involved where the head flows freely. I like to allow my ribs to guide the movement, so my ribs draw me to one direction, and then my shoulders and head follow. Notice how this feels in your body, and you can make this your own. You can sway really big from side to side, or you can stay and just move slightly. Sometimes just a little movement is all we need for our practice to settle. This is to help us ground into our bodies, into our practice. When we do things like grounding, it gives us that physical sense of safety. When we feel safe in our bodies, when we feel supported in our bodies, that tells the nervous system that it's safe, that it's okay. And that's where we start to regulate our nervous system. So notice how this feels for you. Notice how this impacts your breathing, your body. Is it softening? Is it melting as you move? And as you do this movement, go ahead and scan your body and notice any points of tension. You know, a lot of times we scrunch our eyes, we clench our jaw, our shoulders are scrunched up to our ears. So this is those times to check in, because that's your body telling you, I don't feel safe, I don't feel regulated. You see tension and tightness, that's the nervous system talking to you. So we check in, we use our exhales to release the tension that we're feeling, and it helps bring us back into balance. Let's go ahead and start to bring that gentle sway back to stillness. Take an inhale and press your chest forward. We're going to do some seated cat-cows. I like to lift my chin up to the sky, and I feel that beautiful sun. We're in Mexico City right now. Exhale around your spine, chin to chest. And we flow through this again, inhaling, chest presses forward, chin lifts. Exhale, round it back. And we flow at our own pace, at our own rhythm, allowing our breath to guide the movement. Let's add some arms to our practice. Take your exhale around your spine. On your inhale, bring those arms all the way out to a T. Lift the chin up. Exhale, bring the hands forward, palms touch. 2 more times. Inhale to your T. Feel the shoulder blades. Exhale, round it forward. And last one. Bring those palms together and take an inhale, hands to heart center. Exhale, hands to the knees. Let's do some Sufi circles. I'm mirroring you, so inhale, bring right ribs to right knee, circle forward and around, and exhale, round it back. Again, Sufi circles, another beautiful somatic movement. So not only are we activating the spine and moving in all different directions, but we're also tuning into the body, using the body to communicate to the brain that it's safe. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling as we come forward, and exhaling, we take it back. This is our last one. Let's come back to a tall spine. Breathe in. Big sigh out. Soften the body. When you're ready, left side. Inhale, left ribs, left knee. Circle forward and around. And exhale, round it back. And just like our sways, we can make this our own. So we can do really big movements, or we can keep the spine very isolated. So depending on how you feel in your body, honor yourself in this moment and just enjoy how this feels. We want to savor these sensations, appreciate our bodies, our beautiful bodies that do so many wonderful things for us. Every day we wake up, put our feet on the ground and get moving. It's a beautiful blessing. Let's do 2 more. And last one. As you inhale, come back to center. Take a moment and exhale, let those shoulders melt. Inhale, float the arms up. Gaze is up towards the palms, and exhale, bring the hands down. Fingertips by the earth. Inhale, bring that right arm all the way up. Reach and feel that stretch through each individual ribs. On your exhale, I want you to engage your obliques on the left side and use that as a guide to come into your side bend. Soften the shoulder beneath you. Reach, find that length and strength of the arms. We have one line of energy from the tips of our fingers all the way down through our hips and our sit bones. Let's take a deep breath in, reach those arms up, and exhale, lower down. Left side, inhale, left arm reaches up. And again, reach high to the sky. Feel that beautiful separation through the ribs. Exhale, engage your obliques and use them as a guide to come into your twist. Resting that bottom palm down, softening the shoulder, and that top arm is strong. We're reaching, we're lengthening, and we're grounding through the sit bones. We want to feel the support of the earth, the stretch through the side body, and the engagement through the obliques. Take a breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, bring the hands down. If you'd like, I invite you to bring some blocks in front of you. We're going to do a little seated fold. Depending on where you're at and what you need, you can stack them as high as you'd like. Take an inhale, reach those arms high. And exhale, draw the hands down to heart center, and then start to walk the hands forward. So find the variation for your block that's going to feel best. I like to use it so my forehead has a place to rest. And I allow my upper body to surrender. Sit bones are grounded. And I like using the blocks because it feels the pressure on my forehead. When we talk about nervous system regulation, we have this nerve called the vagus nerve. And it's a wandering nerve. It goes all throughout our bodies, even through parts of our forehead. So having the head rest heavy on a block in your seated forward fold is a beautiful way to calm the body. Take a few rounds of breath here. Observing the sensations in your body. Being aware of the noise around you, your surroundings, but still focused on your practice. Softening the arms, the shoulders, giving yourself permission to surrender, to let go. One more inhale, and a big sigh out the mouth. Gently come onto your fingertips and start to walk the body back. Walk the body back. Place those blocks by your side. We'll use them later in our practice. We're going to engage in one more spinal movement. This is our twist. We're going to enter it a little bit differently. So how we did with our lateral movements by engaging the obliques, that's what we're going to do with our twist. So go ahead and bring your hands to prayer. Take an inhale, lift up through the spine. And on your exhale, I want you to engage your right obliques and twist the body. So notice I'm not twisting very far. I'm using just what my body needs. I'm not forcing anything. I'm using the contraction in my oblique to guide me. My spine is tall. If you'd like a little support, you're more than welcome to gently rest one hand on the knee, one hand on the mat to lengthen out the spine. Keep the core engaged. Take a breath. Lift the chin up just slightly higher than parallel. Keep the core engaged. One more inhale. If your hands are down on your knees or on the earth, go ahead and bring them back to prayer. And we exhale, back to heart center. Let's do that one more time. We're going to take it to the right, left. Inhale, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, engage those left obliques and use that as a means to twist to the left side. You find where it feels good for your body. You hold the engagement. And if you'd like, you can rest the hands down onto the earth. So we want to engage the body. One of the things about our core and our spine is having the support of the surrounding muscles. So activating those obliques, the core muscles, the pelvic floor, all of this is important in maintaining that great spinal health. Take an inhale. Lift up the chin just slightly higher than parallel. Keep the core engaged. One more round of breath. Big exhale out. You got this. Inhale, bring the hands to prayer. And exhale, rotate back to heart center. Nice job. Let's try that one more time. Take an inhale, lengthen up the spine. Exhale, engage the right obliques and use that as a guide to twist right. Hands go where they need to. We settle. We keep the core engaged. Lowering the shoulders, creating space throughout the body. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Inhale, hands to prayer, and exhale, bring it back to heart center. Left side, inhale, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Hands rest where it feels good. And we hold it here, breathing in. Again, core is strong, active, chest is lifted. We are supporting our core, our trunk, our stabilizer. One more breath in. Slow breath out. Bring those hands to prayer on your inhale and exhale, bring it forward. Nice job. Let's come back onto our backs. Take those blocks and place them at the center of your mat. We're going to use them in a bit. I'm going to turn to the front of my mat. Bring my feet out in front and gently lower down onto my back. So we're going to come to a supported butterfly to just add a little bit of relaxation to our practice. So gently place your hands behind your thighs. Take an inhale, lift that chest proud, and exhale, round your spine, engage your core, and let's gently lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We are flat on our backs. Go ahead and get comfortable. I like to wiggle around so that my back feels supported. Again, support is key for regulating our nervous system. Find those 2 blocks or pillows or blankets that you have handy. I like to bring my feet together. I place my blocks on my thighs at a little angle, and I allow my knees to gently sprawl out, finding my butterfly. Gently bring your hands to your belly. Close your eyes if they're not already closed. And we're going to do some hummingbird breath. Hummingbird breath is a beautiful way to regulate the nervous system. So we breathe in through our nose and hum out of our mouth. Let's do that a few rounds at your own pace, breathing in through the nose and a gentle hum out the mouth. Big breath in, fill the belly. Exhale, hum it out. And keep this going at your own pace. So going back to our nervous system and the vagus nerve and why this kind of breathing practice is important. So that vagus nerve is a cranial nerve, and it goes from the base of your skull down the sides of your neck and then throughout the rest of the body. And so by humming, we're actually activating and stimulating that nerve. And that's letting the body know that, hey, you're safe, it's okay, you can relax. You don't have to stress, you don't have to worry. So you start to feel this sense of calm. So notice as you move through this breathwork practice, how do you feel in your body? Do you notice a sensation of ease and release? Take one more inhale. And this time a big sigh out the mouth. We're going to make our way into Shavasana now. If you'd like to stay in butterfly for the rest of your Shavasana, you're more than welcome to do so. Or if you'd like to come into the traditional corpse pose, you're more than welcome to extend the legs down by your sides, down to the edges of your mat, and rest the hands where it feels best. Belly, hand on chest, hand on belly, or even those arms out by your side. Getting as comfortable and settled into your body. Take a breath in. Long sigh out. We'll rest here in Shavasana for a few moments. This is one of the most important and challenging postures that a lot of people face, because doing nothing, being with yourself, finding that stillness is pretty challenging. This is so beautiful when it comes to integrating our practice into our day-to-day lives. One of my teachers told me that Shavasana is like when you bake a cake or you bake a pie. When you bake a pie, you take it out of the oven and you place it onto the table and you let it settle. You let it kind of simmer and all the juices congeal together. And that's kind of like our Shavasana. Our Shavasana is our way to let all those juices settle, all of the energy, the breath work, the asana practice, the nervous system regulation. It helps us settle into our settled bodies. So you could stay here as long as you'd like. But if you're ready to continue on with the rest of your day, let's start to introduce some movement into our Shavasana by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Little movements, gentle rock of the head side to side. You can do a big full body stretch, reaching those arms up overhead as we breathe in, lengthening out. Oh. I like to do a little banana stretch, so I grab one wrist. And just see what it feels like. Again, this is your practice, so see what your body needs. And then we exhale, bring those knees into our chest, give yourself a hug, and rock the body side to side. And just like the swaying bamboo motion that we did, notice the shifting of the weight from the right to the left. Conscious movement, being aware of the body. Beautiful practice. Let's gently rock over onto our right side, coming to a fetal position and taking a moment. Taking a moment to check in. Noticing how you're feeling since the start of our practice. Sometimes these small little practices go a long way. Come back to your intention. And when you're ready to close out your practice, take that top palm, press it into the earth, and slowly peel your body up. I like to keep my chin to my chest and let that be the last to slowly come up. I close out every practice with a poem. This one's by Charlotte Freeman. It's one of my favorites. It's called I'm Proud of You. She says, just in case no one told you this today, I'm proud of you and everything you have endured and achieved. I hope you know how worthy you are and how much you bring to this world. I'm proud of you for not giving up, no matter how many times you've wanted to. I'm proud of you for choosing to keep going. I'm proud of you for continuing to show up each day despite what you have been through. I'm proud of you for taking steps to better yourself and your life lately, and for finally showing yourself just how much you're capable of. Your strength and courage is inspiring, and you should be so proud of yourselves too. Just thought that's a beautiful reminder. We don't really take time to give ourselves the credit that we need, but it's beautiful. We showed up for ourselves today, and that's something to be proud of. So I wish you a lovely day. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Come back next week. Namaste.